Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, we took this car in part exchange yesterday. Hadn't had the opportunity to video or photograph this car. I'm very eager to do so because we don't have one of these in stock, and this is quite a sought after vehicle, being the estate, the diesel, and the facelift model. Now, let me take you around the car now. We're giving it a quick clean. I haven't had my valeter in, well, I have had my valeter in today, but it hasn't had time to give this a proper clean. So we gave this a quick clean. It will benefit from a proper valet, but the car's in really good condition. Just needs a polish, a little bit more of a thorough clean on the inside, and she's right as rain. Now, a bit of history about the car. We took this in part exchange against an MX-5. I know it's sort of the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of our product range, but the gentleman was a keen cyclist. He's not cycling so much now, or he's cycling more locally, so he doesn't need the car because he was transporting his cycle equipment in this, yeah, fancied a change. So here it is. Now, this has done about 54,000 miles. She's hardly done any miles in the last year, like a lot of people with lockdown. The cars have sort of stayed at home, and people have been working from home and, you know, walking around to try to get a bit of exercise. So I was having a look at the service history earlier. It's got full Mazda service history. It's a mix of Johnson's Mazda, where I think the car was originally supplied from, and Ashford Orbital, so another one of the Mazda dealers, which is about an hour from us here in Orpington. Now, the car's got the 2.2, which is the fantastic diesel engine, the best engine for this car. SE-L, so a nice trim level, and it's manual, and wait for it, the road tax is £20 on this car. So I think that's a real good selling point because it's a pre-2017 car. Now, let me show you in the boot. This is what these cars are renowned for. They're big boots, and you got this tonneau cover that you can put away here like so, and you can take it off and store it under here in this compartment. The seats fold, and they fold flat. There you go, like so. All right, look at that. So you could even take this car on a camping trip. If I showed my wife that, she'd probably make me sleep in the car. Right, and these just go up like so. Okay, dead easy, but I think those levers are very useful, because you've normally got things in your hands, and just pull that lever, seats go down, you can put things in the car. Now, the back seats are all in great condition. They don't really look used. Interior's all good. Headlining's good. A lot of practical vehicles can sometimes have a bit of a hard life, you know, taking things to the dump or carrying around large items, but this is decent. I say she could do with a valet. There's a tiny little sort of mark on the driver's seat, which will be washed off nice and easily. These seats have got to be the most comfortable seats, one of the most comfortable seats I've actually sat in. Do I prefer them to leather? Probably. I find them very, very comfortable indeed. Right, the driver's seat, height adjustable there. Oh, it's got a lever there. I just want to check the other side, because I think, being a facelifted car, yes, you've got height adjustable seats on both front seats. Now, I know it sounds weird. Why does the passenger seat have to go up and down? They're not driving. But when the driver's seat's all the way up, passenger seat's all the way down, it can feel a bit strange. So the earlier cars didn't have that. Mazda have taken that on board, and we now have a height adjustable passenger seat. Right, now this is a facelifted car, so minus the handbrake, the traditional keep you fit handbrake. So you've got this electric handbrake. This is the multimedia commander, which controls this, which is the MZD Mazda Connect system, which incorporates your radio, your Bluetooth, sat nav, etc. Now, I'm going to start the car up because I can show you how this works. I want to shut the door because I think the heavens are about to open. Right, so we've got two keys with the car, the other key sitting on my desk, okay? Now, when you're in the car, you just have to put your foot on the clutch. Now, I've just put my seat forward a bit there. I've only got little legs. Clutch down. This will go green. Put your foot on the clutch, press that, and she fires into life. Okay. Now, you've got climate control. You've got a CD player. You've got a 12-volt socket there. Parking sensors front and rear. Okay. FM radio, as well as AM, DAB, AHA Stitcher, internet channels. You can use Bluetooth, and there's 2 USBs which live in here. Okay. So there's the sources of music. Once your phone's paired up, you can, stream your Spotify, YouTube, whatever your preference, or data on a USB. Now, I'm going to take you to the home screen. Now, this is touch screen. However, when you're moving along, it's disengaged as a touch screen for obvious safety reasons, and you can operate it from here. I'm not promoting that you do that, of course, but it is safer than a touch screen, and you can make a call, change your channels, etc, etc. So, applications, fuel economy monitor. Okay. I forgot to mention, so this car's got iStop, so an intelligent engine start-stop system. There's a secondary battery in the car, which it's illustrating here. And what happens is, when you are braking, for example, slowing down, the energy will be redirected into this secondary battery, which will then put less stress on the engine, therefore use less fuel, less emissions, etc. So it's almost like a mild hybrid system. Mazda call it IE loop, so it redirects that energy. So a real clever thing. When the car is ready to turn off, so the car's at the correct temperature, you don't have any load on the engine, i.e. the air conditioning's not on, the heating's not on, etc, etc, that will go to ready. And when you're in traffic, when you take your car out of gear, foot on the brake, the engine will stop, will actually switch itself off. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Fuel warning guidance. Okay, no warnings. So if the car was low on fuel or tyre pressures were low, it'll come up. And the car's actually reminded me that this car is it's due its service. It's actually due its service, I think, today. So this car will be serviced. Okay, it has a full service history. It was last done in May last year. That will be done in the next couple of days. Okay, and that will incorporate an oil change. Right. Now, entertainment. So went through that. Sorry, already been on that one. Communication. So you can connect to your phone via Bluetooth. Once your phone's paired up, your call lists, your phone book will all come up. If you have an Android phone, it'll also read your text messages. Now, you can upgrade this system to have Apple CarPlay. Funnily enough, the previous owners of this upgraded the MX-5 they bought, because they bought a used MX-5, to have Apple CarPlay. So there'll be an additional app there saying Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Then you can mirror your phone and use your phone's apps on this system. Okay, now navigation. So it's got a very comprehensive Mazda sat nav system. I've used it. It's never let me down. Oh, here comes the rain. Never let me down. Very easy to use. Search under postcode and off you go. You can, if you don't know the postcode, that sometimes happens, you can whittle it down by town and street name, which is helpful. And when you're driving along, you may need to find something nearby, i.e. a fuel station. Okay, and you can search fuel stations and it will tell you where the fuel stations are, how far away are they, what direction they're in. And if you set up the car to your phone, because you can set a hotspot up on your phone, it'll also come up with fuel prices. And then you also, your sat nav will give you live traffic updates, so you can hotspot off your phone to the car, and it doesn't use a lot of your data, very, very small amount. Okay, moving along. Nav, and you've got your settings. So your settings, you've got display settings, safety settings, The car's got smart city brake support, so there is a camera up here. If you got too close to the car in front, or somebody it could be anyone or an object in front, a low wall, it will apply your brake. If you're doing under 20 miles an hour and there's no driver input, i.e. you're not turning, you're not accelerating, you're not braking. Okay. Mileage 54,688 miles. Sorry, my camera's not focusing very well. Hang on, let's get that in there. 54,688. Okay. You got sound settings there, clock settings, vehicle settings. There's a nice feature in here, coming home lights, leaving home lights. So, you know, lock the car up, the lights can stay on for 30 seconds just to give you enough time to, you know, get the key in the door. So all these lovely features. The car has automatic wipers, okay, automatic lights, traction control, okay, tyre pressure monitoring. So if your tyre pressure's full 4 psi or more, it'll flag up a little warning on the dash. Where's that? Now it just flashes up there, but there you go, if that stays on, you've got to check your tyre pressures, which is really good, because if your tyre pressure falls 4 psi, it may not look flat, it may not feel flat. However, it will affect your safety, your braking, your cornering, and your fuel consumption. So really important you keep on top of that. Now, I've run out of things to say. I'm sure I've forgotten a few bits and pieces on these cars. We were selling these new, it only feels like yesterday. These are an extremely comfortable car and extremely economical. Sorry about the rain, it's got a bit noisy here. Now, the car will come with a 12-month Mazda warranty with 12 months roadside assistance. Parts exchange is extremely welcome. If you look on our website, you'll see we have a lot of cars that aren't Mazdas, so give us a call, and we have finance facilities to suit all. Any specific videos or photos you require any further, don't hesitate to ask. And also, don't forget, you know, we can answer inquiries outside of normal working hours. We appreciate the fact that people do look and browse at cars, you know, outside of normal working hours. We do a home test drive facility, because we're part of the Mazda Your Way incentive. Obviously, you know, if it's provided it's not too far away, but when we can help with vehicle deliveries, click and collect, and online consultation. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch our video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care, bye bye.